Okay, so we are getting so much more content this year than I thought we were. So obviously we have the new season for The Bad Batch, but we also have The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and Skeleton Crew also all being confirmed to release this year. And that doesn't even include Star Wars Visions, which I thought they were doing this year as well. So this is going to be one hell of a year for Star Wars, and I am all here for it. I think Star Wars is in a redemption arc right now. I see it like this. Star Wars is dominating in the show frontier right now. Say what you will about Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Book of Boba Fett, they're better than half of the MCU shows. I mean, say what you will about the MCU, especially right now, but overall, I mean, the MCU movies are far superior compared to the Star Wars movies under Disney's reign. Not to mention Marvel's put out like 6 times more content than they have in the last 3 years. My point is, this year for Star Wars is going to be very, very telling, and I do think it is a redemption arc in a sense for Star Wars. So we have the next season of The Bad Batch, and we have 3 shows that are all going to be pertaining to the Mandoverse, which is pretty crazy to think about. Because if you guys have been following some of the stuff that's been coming out about Ahsoka and even Skeleton Crew, about this thing called The New Beyond, I'm not going to explain it anymore. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know. And all of that has me so hyped in pertaining to a freshness that I think Star Wars so desperately needs, and I think we definitely got that with Andor. And it's always nice to have Clone Wars animation stuff too, but I really think Star Wars is going in a very good direction, and I'm all here for it. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really remember much of the first season. I just remember liking it. There really were a lot of filler episodes in the first season, and I'm sure there's going to be filler in this season as well. That's kind of just how these animated seasons go, but ultimately where these shows end up is magnificent. I mean, look where the Clone Wars ended up, I mean, just a couple of years ago whenever they finished it off. I think this season has a lot of potential. I like all the characters, even Omega. I do think she's annoying sometimes, but I mean, she's a kid. I mean, what else do you want? And I'm also really excited to see all the clone stuff that they've been teasing in the trailers as well. I mean, with Cody and everything, I think all of that's going to be really, really interesting. So with all that said, I'm very much looking forward to the first episode of this season. But before we get started, I just want to say, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications. What if you guys want to do to support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys want to see the full-length version of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, you guys will find it right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys can check that out as well, I would greatly appreciate it as well. So without further ado, I'm super excited. So let's go. Okay, so we're starting off here, meaning this scene from the trailer. It's a lot of food if you get one of those things. Is she fishing? Oh no, I thought that line was a fishing line. It is. I was right.
Tech, we've got the cargo. We could use some firepower.
Release the line. We do not have time to reload.
How did they get all the way up there? They climb? Yeah.
I'm okay.
How much longer is this than the first? Or, you know what I meant. What's the time period between season 1 and season 2? Because she seems a lot more skilled and sure of herself. Like, she couldn't even pull the bow back in the first season, could she? Like, at first?
Why is Omega hanging off the ship?
Score is great.
Greetings, it is I, AZ345211.
Yeah, we know.
Well, there's a surprise.
It's those two. They're always in there. The Hammerhead and Weequay.
Than dead, I always say.
And who are you?
My thoughts exactly.
You like to know.
I would.
The rogue clones on the run from the Empire, huh?
You told her.
Don't get twitchy. V's a friend.
Aren't clones supposed to look alike? So much for quality control. This one's too small. This one's got a face tattoo.
Jesse had a tattoo. I mean, they weren't made with tattoos.
And Sid, that intel's not free. I expect a cut if your top team comes through.
It's the prototype Boba helmet in the back. I have it. It's right there.
That is Castle Sereno, the former home of Count Dooku.
With him being dead, Dooku's entire war chest is up for grabs.
Interesting. Very interesting. When's the last time we saw Sereno? I mean, I know it was Clone Wars, but I can't think of, you know, how late the seasons were whenever we saw it last.
Oi, we took a vote, and we want to go after the war chest.
It's unanimous. Even Killjoy over here agreed.
Dooku was so rich too. I mean, they'd be set for so long.
The contents of just one of those containers would be worth more than all the jobs
Yeah.
you pulled for me combined. You can have a future. Isn't that what you're after?
Man, I'm loving the music. I'm really liking the feel. Like, it feels different from season 1, but yet it invokes the same feeling that season 1 had.
I know why you agreed to this mission, but we can do better things with Dooku's fortune than hide, Hunter. We've seen what the Empire's doing throughout the galaxy. We should be doing more.
Yeah. I mean, I get it from Echo's perspective. Because, I mean, Echo had more of an attachment to, you say, his brothers, his fellow clones. So, you know, wanting to help them in any sense he could makes a lot of sense. Yeah, not much of a city anymore.
That's the city? What happened to it?
Imperial orbital bombardment. Same as on Camino.
Crazy. It's just crazy to think, like, how powerful the Empire actually is, especially at this point in the timeline.
They are beginning to transport the war chest off-world. Our window of opportunity is quickly closing.
I mean, their power, like, did nothing but grow for 18 years, up until a little bit before A New Hope. Like what we saw in Andor, like, that was the beginning of the rebellion. I love that show. Oh my god, that show's so good. Sorry, I'm missing the show. Too busy raving about Andor. I love those ships. Get them.
I did it quietly.
They will definitely notice when he does not report in. The priority is items of high value.
Like what?
Anything shiny or heavy's a start.
Closes it. Oh, it's not valuable.
I'd say that qualifies as high value.
No.
CT-8801, come in.
Hunter, I think we're about to have some company. We could use that diversion about now.
Explosion on deck! Transport team, fall back and hold your positions. I'm heading your way. Be ready.
Perfect.
That is concerning.
Not good.
Hunter, we're trapped in the container! We can't get out!
On our way. We're done hiding anyway.
Interesting how they're still using stun.
I'm starting to regret this.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, because he hates heights.
We gotta go. Go where? This isn't any better.
Are you sure this hatch will lead into the ship?
If I am incorrect, we will instantly be sucked out and perish. I am seldom wrong.
Congratulate yourself after we escape.
Tech is cocky in the best way possible. He's confident.
This place gives me the creeps.
Is that their way out?
Find an alternate route to the pod.
Release the escape pods. It's their only way off the ship.
There has to be another way off of this ship.
This is a Class 4 freighter, isn't it? Containers on Class 4 freighters are equipped with re-entry thrusters.
You are correct. I am impressed. The containers must be...
We're not going out. We're going down.
Nah. Did he open those doors?
Wait, go! Go!
Wrecker screaming. Oh, poor dude. That was like a New Hope. Sound effects and everything.
Initiating the cargo release.
Oh.
When are the re-entry boosters supposed to fire?
I think they should have by now.
Oh no.
That is going to be a problem.
Yeah. Don't get crushed like Nemec. No way. Ah. I know there's another episode out right now, but all right, so right out of the gate, I really liked that episode. I thought it was a great kickoff to this season. I mean, it already feels more focused just because, you know, the two-part premiere and whatever, but the first season it really felt like every episode was its own story. They all kind of just culminated in a broader kind of sense, except for the last two episodes, which were the two-part finale. But I've heard a lot of people say that have seen early screeners of this season so far that this season is pretty focused. It focuses on a broader plot point, and I'm excited to see that build upon from this first episode. You know, just seeing all of these clones, and it really just starts with them using stun on the clones whenever they're shooting, and then obviously we know we're gonna have stuff with Crosshair and Cody, and it looks like ARC troopers are gonna be involved as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be really fun to see this overall story of this season unfold. And this is a two-part premiere, and I haven't even gotten the full gist of what's actually happening so far. So I'm very excited to see this next part. I'm gonna rush off and go do that. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications, whatever you guys want to do to support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one.